What's going on, everybody? It's your boy ZANKA, and before we actually hop into the video, I wanted to let you guys know that I have a Gachiakuta Volume 2 giveaway going on right now. The link to that is in the description. Make sure y'all share the tweet, make sure y'all share the video, do all of that shit. This is all thanks for us hitting 2,000 subscribers, because without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to do all this shit anyway. So again, appreciate y'all. Let's jump into the video. This chapter being named Irrational makes the most sense, right? Because everything that was done in this chapter was OD irrational. I can't believe we made it to chapter 18. We really are at chapter 18. But anyway, as y'all know, it's your boy ZANKA, and if you guys would love to continue to support the channel and see the channel grow, make sure y'all leave a thanks. You guys see where the like button and, you know, share and all that is. There's a thanks down there. It's a super thanks, and what that is it's a donation to the channel, which also shows up at the bottom of the comment section, right? Like, it shows up down there, shows that you guys are supporting the channel, leaves a little emoji and stuff like that. If you guys would love to continue to support the channel and you guys love the videos, make sure y'all leave a super thanks. Everything is helpful in us getting to a different level and me being able to sustain and continue to pay the bills. But anyway, let's jump into this chapter, because this chapter was dope as fuck. It was a lot of cool art for the most part in this chapter. And again, it's called Irrational. So seeing Jabber like freak the fuck out and just go ape shit this entire time, I genuinely enjoyed it. And seeing Rudo like maneuver through the irrational Jabber movements was dope as fuck, because he's freaking out this whole time trying to figure out like, yo, I can't block Jabber's moves like this. You know what I mean? He's moving all over the place, irregular movements, fighting game like wave dash, Kazuya type shit. You know what I mean? And he can't stop it. And he was making a point, right? Like, there's no way he still has this kind of power. If we don't get away from Gris and the others, they'll get caught up in this. And we see the boy Gris down there still hanging on for dear life. That shit was super sick, right? I'm so glad that Gris is down there holding on for dear life, because this means that Rudo did something that he's never been able to do before, which is protect somebody. Mindfully protect somebody. We're not talking about unconsciously like he did when he first went on his little training mission. Even though we would consider this a training mission, the last one was like, you know, his introduction. And like, you see Jabber's moves, right? You see he's not thinking, obviously, because he's unconscious. And bro, Rudo doesn't know what to fucking do. And it was cool because he kind of parried him. But there's something that I want to point out. There's a specific page where Jabber dives in and Rudo was like, oh shit, this isn't working. He just so happened to grab Jabber's arm and toss him back. How did he do that? Because this should be Jabber really trying to kill him. You know what I mean? Again, this makes me think, because even the look on Rudo's face is saying the same thing. It's like, is he really trying to kill me? But nah, it gets even crazier, right? It gets even crazier because he freaks out even more. He goes, yeah! Bro, he is going nuts, right? He is going nuts. And Rudo can't seem to figure it out. He was like, he really did lose consciousness with his own poison. Gris's amulet can only react to hostility. I wasn't expecting him to break through it so quickly. So the fact that Rudo is being able to think on his feet right now and actually be calm, it says a lot to me, right? Like, I'm really respecting what Rudo is doing and how he is growing with this fight alone. And Rudo realized that he's got a great deal of experience and he's well prepared, because like, he stabbed himself, poisoned himself to the point where he can unconsciously like fight. And he was like going through the thought process like, you know, he does like to get beat up a lot. Is he a super masochist? And I love that face of Rudo, because it's not fear. He's genuinely fucking confused about what the fuck Jabber's doing. I thought that shit was really funny, right? And it's fitting because Jabber definitely does come across as a masochist. And he had a flashback to a moment where he was getting kicked in the face by somebody and he was like, what, are you a super masochist? And he even went and asked Recto, and Recto was like, huh? What did you say? Not that it has anything to do with anything, right? But it was really fucking funny. And Rudo was like, fuck, I'm not sure how to defeat a super masochist. And this shit was really dope, because we are watching Jabber really go to work right here. And Kei Urana really snapped on these like art pieces here. These panels, I call them art pieces because they look so fucking ridiculously good. And as the fight continues, I want you guys to understand, right? Like, I want you guys to realize this is unironically sharpening Rudo's battle sense. Again, we've talked about it before and I've stated it in numerous videos. Rudo, it seems to me that Rudo has never really been in a fight in his life, and we've seen that like no matter what happened, right? Like I know somebody was like, bro, Rudo was the child of a murderer, blah, 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 and you know, he probably had to fight his whole life. I don't think that was the case. People avoid him like the plague. It's more so people avoiding him and, you know, the outsiders avoiding him as well, as opposed to him having to fight. Did he get disrespected a lot? Sure, but I don't think it's more so the fact of him having to defend himself every day because his parents were murderers. No, I don't think that's the case. And Recto wouldn't have raised him like that anyway. You guys got to think about that shit. Think about who Recto was, how Recto was, just from the flashback sequences and the amount of screen time that he's had, page time, I should say. I don't think that Rudo would have just been out here fighting everybody, right? I don't think that was the case. But yeah, I think we are really seeing Rudo become refined through this first mission. Granted, there's gonna be a shit ton of more to come, so I'm happy as fuck to see this. And just as Jabber is seemingly about to make some fucking headway on Rudo because he breaks through the Hamza guard, here comes fucking ZANKA's weapon, and you knew it the minute you saw that fucking staff transform into that, bro. We already knew it was ZANKA, and as you can see, Jabber just got fucking smashed into the pavement. And out of fucking confusion, Rudo was like, this weapon, no, this Jinky. And all you hear is fucking ZANKA be like, is seriously pissed off. Or he might have said, I'm seriously pissed off. And he was like, you, Dreads, how can you play with that pipsqueak when you haven't beaten me yet? Step aside, Rudo. I gotta teach him a lesson. Oh, that shit had me so excited, bro. Next chapter is going to be so sick unless Jabber is dead, right? Unless Jabber like falls out and then ZANKA gets like the weird faces that he usually makes when like shit doesn't go his way. But bro, seeing ZANKA like alive, I'm telling y'all, I told you guys, nobody gets killed here. There was something more to this than meets the eye, right? It was super duper fucking obvious that something else was going on here, and it wasn't like a death match. You know what I mean? It wasn't a death match. ZANKA is up and he's walking, you know what I mean? And Gris is still alive. So my theory of this all being like some sort of welcoming party for Rudo and training session for Rudo to get him like accustomed to like what janitors really have to deal with on a day-to-day, this could really be the fucking case right here. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this chapter. Let me know what you guys thought about ZANKA's return. If you guys would like to help out the channel immensely, make sure y'all leave a super thanks down below. That money not only goes to the bills, but it also goes into me building a better system so that way I can create more quality content for you guys. Because like I said, this doesn't get done without y'all. You guys really provide the necessary things for me to continue to create content, and I really appreciate that, especially over on Twitch. All the donations and subs and stuff like that, you guys definitely help out a lot over there. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. I hope you guys continue to support me the way you have. I hope you guys continue to believe in me the way you have, because like I said, without that, I couldn't be doing this. With that being said, it's your boy, ZANKA, and I will catch you guys in the next video.